Jim Cook, Game Director for Oxide, here with another weekly update. We're going to cover about 2 weeks of work as far as the teams go because last week's message focused on the concept of scale and why that was so important to the game. For the programming team, we have great progress being made on the spatial intersegment map movement. This is a fancy way of saying when a player were to move from one map segment to another, even though different orbital ring segments are rotating at different speeds, that they actually end up where they should be in terms of the overall orbital main map. Because that's such a key component to the game, this is a very neat thing to see progress on. In addition, inventory and module work continues for refinement and being able to make that so we have a functioning system there. Plus, shipbuilding is in its infancy, and as those models were delivered, we should see more of that in the near future. On the art team, the mining module had the rigging completed. For those that don't know what rigging is, that's something that allows this thing to move and then be animated so it can function in-game. So it's starting to really come alive, which is great. In addition, we've had progress on the NPC ships, which include the Union and Resistance initial design concepts. These two will have vastly different looks. Part of that is for gameplay function, and the other part is the ideology of how these different factions work together or against each other. The sound effects were made a great progress as far as like the scrapping module goes, which is awesome. So the next stuff would generally move into how ships move, thrusters, things like that, and then after that, combat elements. And finally, modeling work for the Scrapper Outpost, which is where the Grizzled Scrapper will live, our tutorial starting character that introduces players to the game. Had progress on it, and the Union Station 1 from a modeling standpoint. This big space station with a lot of detail is being simplified so that it doesn't take up a massive amount of space or effort on players' computers when it's run. We will see you in the future, and take care.